Hey, let's go. What's up? My name's AJ Wrights Crypto. We're going to do a live stream today. I'm pretty excited about it. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to everybody in the chat already here. We got Jordan Gonzalez Vlogs, Mike Valmer, Robert Hole, Brian Maver, Yar Navarro, AJ Wrights Crypto. Wait, that's me. That's me. What's up, Anthony? What's up, EOS 2008 XRP? What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here this morning. Good morning to Enrique Suave. Good name. Good name. I like that name. So we got a lot to talk about today. You know, we didn't do the live stream yesterday. I had one hell of a weekend. I went to Web3 Atlanta, rocking the shirt today. Why not? Why not? Yeah, definitely smash the like button. Thank you, Sovereignty. But I had a lot going on while I went and saw some really, really interesting conversations, some interesting panels, presentations, what have you. Lucky enough to meet Dr. Liam Bard, who is the co-founder slash the man who coded Hedera. The man created the hash graph, talking about decentralized recovery, blockchain bonehead. You get a shout out. You get a shout out, bro. But yeah, I mean, I met Dr. Liam Bard, guy who coded Hedera, and wow, what a smart dude. He talked for, he was only supposed to speak for like an hour, but he went over and the other speakers gave him their time as well. So we had there was probably I don't know, 60 people there, 50 people there, like nothing crazy, kind of intimate setting. Got to ask him a bunch of questions. It was really cool to meet him. I'm kind of working my magic here, working the magic, doing this. I might have an interview with him for the channel coming up here in a couple of weeks. I think that would be really cool for the channel, especially to get, such a big name, the guy who created HBAR to interview him on the channel. I think that'd be a really good experience for me. HBAR got a lot going on right now, so it'd be a good experience for them as well. So it's gonna be interesting. Definitely check out my portfolio video I did a couple days ago if you want a little insight on decentralized recovery. Basically, the guy is going to eliminate the need for cold storage. Cold storage is going to be a thing. Oops, drop my microphone. Cold storage they're going to ruin the cold storage industry with decentralized recovery. And what they're doing with DREC is that it's not even necessarily for Web3. That's the create. You could use it for any secret, anything. It doesn't have to be crypto. It doesn't have to be a wallet address. It could be anything. And I think that's the beauty of what they're doing. It's not specific just to this industry. It can be used for absolutely anything. And brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So then that was Saturday night. Jada was with me. That was cool. We went to get dinner in Atlanta. True Foods was the name of the place. Solid spot. Anyway, the next day on Sunday, I went back to Web3 Atlanta, and I met Jonathan King from Coinbase Ventures, kind of like a VC, investor type guy. Super cool to meet him. Very interesting. Met a couple really cool people from the HBAR team, like Alyssa. Justin Atwell was one of them. He's super cool. I met the people from NFT Energy, which is they're making like an energy drink based around the NFT concept, which is pretty cool. I met Sam Bankman, not SBF, but Sam Friedman is his name, not Bankman. Sam Friedman from Chainlink. He did a presentation on the CCIP, the cross-chain interoperability protocol. Very interesting. I mean, Chainlink's going to change the game because, first of all, they have a monopoly on the Oracle industry, or putting real world data into the blockchain. A lot of people will know them for price feeds or whatever, but they have a lot more to do than just price feeds. Like, you do any real world data to get it into the blockchain because you need that, especially if for the type of infrastructure that requires real world data. Here, I just got that in here. Very cool. But they have a monopoly on the Oracle industry. And with Trust, the CCIP, basically what they're doing is that there's going to be not just a bridge between DeFi and DeFi, but a bridge between TradFi and DeFi. And I am unbelievably bullish on Chainlink. And the presentation he gave was very technical, a lot of coding based kind of things on how how it works. I'm not a coder, so some of it went over my head, but I did take a lot of pictures, ask a lot of questions, and I think I'm probably going to make a video on the CCIP very soon. And shout out to Sam. Really cool to meet that guy. I'm going to bring someone to the stage you guys might know. You might know this man. Hey, it's BitBoy.
Well, now people see why I have not been seen for 3 days, which is I had a gigantic pimple on my nose, and unfortunately, it kept me off camera because I don't want you all to make fun of me and call me Rudolph. So thank you for that, guys. Appreciate it.
It's way too early for Christmas music. I must say, I was in the store yesterday.
I know it needs to be at least 11 a.m. before people play Christmas music. It's way too early.
No, it needs to be at least December 11th, not November 7th.
November 1st is okay to start playing Christmas music, I believe. But there will be seasons and years where people do that, where they begin playing Christmas music too early. And then you're sick of it for several years after that. And I remember one specific year that did happen. They started playing it on November 1st, and you hate it. I think before Thanksgiving is fine to begin celebrating Christmas, but not the first week of November. I think probably about November 15th would probably be a good date to begin thinking about.
You want to put, if you want to put the Christmas tree up.
When you have kids,
yeah. That's true.
You have to start thinking about Christmas on November 1st, because if you don't, nothing will be remaining at Santa's workshop if you don't put your orders in early. So
that's fair.
But
that's a good point. And also, you can kind of dangle that good behavior over their head for months, for way longer than you really should, because Santa will bring you coal, or Santa will liquidate your portfolio. I think that's what happened to me last Christmas.
Know what? Santa did liquidate my portfolio like three years ago on Christmas Eve. So it was actually, let me rephrase that. It was the day before Christmas Eve. This is when TJ and I did not absolutely hate each other. And we were in the office, and which God, he's going to hate me a lot more very soon. But the point is that we were in the office when Ethereum was tanking, and Ethereum went from, God, I want to say it went from, I could be totally wrong on these numbers, but I feel like it went from like $400 back down to like $250 or something. And I got liquidated for about $30,000, and $30,000 is a lot of money to me right now. There was a period of time where $30,000 was nothing to me. I found it in wallets like it was $20 bills. But at that time, I was not quite yet a millionaire for the first time. And that was a big loss for me. So it was terrible. But it happens. You do get liquidated. And that was what Santa brought me. And it was horrible. How are we feeling about trades, by the way?
I'm feeling good. I'll definitely get into charts really fast. Just my not Christmas liquidation story. My birthday last year, my first birthday at Hit Network.
Yeah.
So I got in this trade. I was trading Phantom. And remember when we would do the thing in the office where they would make a cake and everyone would sing you happy birthday and all that?
Oh, yeah, because we all loved each other so much.
We all loved each other so much. Anyway, so I was up like, I don't know, $300 in this trade. And it was like, oh, it's time to sing happy birthday. And I was like, oh, okay. So, they sang DZ and I happy birthday because we're both July babies. And I ate my cake. I talked to a couple people. I'm talking 20 minutes goes by. I go back to my computer, liquidated.
Oh, God.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. It'd be like that.
That was last week. I mean, Ethereum was at, 1830 or something. And, it went down to like 1822. And I was like, this is a good spot to long. Got a good entry. And then it dropped to 1770 in 5 minutes. So, crazy. So let's take a quick let's do it.
So let's take a quick look at the crypto markets here. Let me click refresh so we have the most recent. Boom, boom. All right. So Bitcoin just 34.6 back under that 35,000 range. Ethereum 1864, not bad. XRP 66. XRP was over 70 cents yesterday. Super surprised to see that. I should have traded yesterday, but I was far too busy between writing videos and editing the Algorand video. If you haven't seen my new Algorand video, make sure you check it out.
Yeah, I put that on my community tab. Hope everybody watched that video. I hope it did well for you.
It did great.
But I have not seen a trade in like 4 or 5 days that I could get into. And it's really annoying. I'm not trading on super small time frames, as you know. I've gotten to where I actually kind of like the hour chart the best. I used to like the 4 hour chart the best, but the hour chart for me now is the hour chart is the swing between scalping and swing trading, in my opinion, because the hourly it changes 24 times a day, as you know. Sometimes 25, I guess, if you get that extra hour, like we just did. But it gives you should have like a lot of opportunities for entries, either way. And with 4 hour, you got to be a lot more patient, and then you have to be willing to sit in the trades a lot longer. And with the hourly chart, I feel like it's perfect for getting in, getting out in one day for the most part. Sometimes you get in one where you feel real good and you stay in for a couple of days, but of course, if you're down, you're wanting it to reverse, you might stay in a little longer. But I really believe that the hourly chart is good, and I haven't got anything I could freaking enter on the hourly chart. And since an Ethereum trade that I missed on, I guess it was maybe Friday night, and it was a freaking huge miss. Well, it's Saturday night. It was Saturday night. I would have went in at about 1800. I would have got it right at 1800, and it went all the way to 1900, as you know. 1956 is where I think it topped out at, and I would have made probably $30,000 or $40,000 on from a $10,000 trade. So that one stings. That one sucks, and I've been wanting to get another chance at it, and I just can't freaking get an entry, and it's annoying as crap. So
I get it.
Yeah. Well, the last thing I was going to say here is that you know as well as I do, AJ, that for people like you and me that do what we do, it is advantageous for us to be actively trading because it helps people to know that we're decent or good traders. And also, people want to sign up for your links, right? Because they want to trade because they're doing what you're doing. So it's hugely advantageous for us to have open trades. And I can't open one. Like I've been trying to open one for 5 days. I'm just not going to do something stupid. The indicator is really great, but
really fast before we keep going. Shout out to Michael Hodge. I don't know if you guys know this or whatever, but that $2 he sent me is the first super chat I've ever received on this channel. Michael Hodge, bro. Wow. Send me, thanks, DM Mike. Me. I'm sending you a Crypto Chips t-shirt because you just sent the first super chat in the history of this channel. And do you set alerts for swings on high IQ? Well, I set alerts on price levels on all the charts I'm watching. I am still working out how to set alerts when high IQ flashes an entry because you'd have to base it off the time frame. If you're looking at the hour chart and it flashes on the 15-minute, you're not going to see it. So you have to be dialed in per time frame. But do we know how to do that, Ben?
Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. I just realized I have not been looking at the chat at all. And I was just trying to see who was here. So I wasn't paying attention to you, to be honest. I'm sorry.
You're
Ellie
good.
is in here. Hello, Ellie. Brian is here. A lot of our people are here. So good morning, everybody. Mike Volmer's here.
Shout out to Crypto Crabman.
Obviously, for dropping that. Crypto Crabman with the super chat. So thank you for that. But that's what I was doing. I'm sorry. So I wasn't paying attention.
You're good.
What was it you said?
So Michael asked, do you set alerts for swings on high IQ? So can you get an alert on your phone if you're looking at a certain time frame when it flashes the entry on high IQ?
I have been told the answer to that question is yes. And it's in a training video in Discord. But I have not done it yet. I have been in the middle of a lot of different things, obviously legal disputes. So that was where we were yesterday. It was court. And I'll be talking about that a little bit on my channel. I think it was actually a big win for us. But so I've been dealing with that stuff all weekend. I had to get ready because I was most likely going to have to testify yesterday, and I didn't get to because there was a delay, and it would be in about a month that I will testify. But along with that, I've also been putting together my overlay for the show, which is very intensive work. And so, that's what I've been doing. And I can't remember why I was saying that. Why was I telling you what I was doing? What were we talking about?
You just wanted to talk about it. It was on your mind,
No,
it was on your mind.
No, that's not what it was.
Well, we were talking about the indicator for high IQ. If it flashes.
I've got a ton of things. I'm still doing the basics of this YouTube channel. So I still have to create end screens. I haven't created yet. Haven't created like a little intro video. Haven't created any of that. So I still I'm trying to get all that stuff together. And then I can do the things that I want to do, like do the training video. But Head Hunch would tell us, if he were in here, I believe, that you can do that. But it's not as cut and dry as it is on Market Cypher right now. Market Cypher is pretty easy to set the alerts. And I could be an idiot and be doing something wrong here, but I can set alerts on Market Cypher, and I haven't been able to do it successfully here. Haven't tried that hard to do it. But yes, you are able to do that. And it's very important that you figure that out, and it's very important I figure it out. So,
I still need to watch those training videos. I've been underwater busy with all the things that we're doing. I still haven't had a chance to watch those. I'm gonna make some time maybe later today to watch those videos. Why not?
Alex S says, "Whose indicator is this? It is mine. It is ours. It is the Ben Armstrong high IQ indicator, basically. I did not create it, but people on my team that I've worked with for years and years and years did. So this is not some kind of new thing where these are just people that are like, hey, check this out. I made an indicator for you, go sell it. That's not what this is. There's been a development for a lot of years.
It's actually really legit. I've had a lot of conversations with the people on the team, and some people are like talking shit on the internet, like, oh, it's just a moving. No, it's not. No, it's not. They've been working on this thing for years. Like it is really good. And I like
lines of code. It's not a moving indicator. Like people that are total idiots.
It's pretty legit. I'm not going to lie. And honestly, I like pairing it with the other indicators. Like, I'm backed by Market Cypher. So of course, I really like Market Cypher B for my oscillator for volume levels and everything like that. I like to use Lux Algo, especially for price and patterns. I use Lux Algo. But for, like a flash indicator type deal, I really like high IQ, especially on like the 12 to 17 minute time frame. There is certainly, especially for people that when you get in a trade and you don't know when to get out, or you're scared, like, oh, like I should get out, you get out too early. It will kind of guide you through the trade once you're in, once you start going up, and let you know on the way up where you should start to squeeze out, or if you should bail completely. And that's what I like most about high IQ. And there's definitely a great use case for it. And it's good for beginners and it's good for experienced traders. It's solid across the board. I'm not going to lie. Really fast, shout out to Mickey Gill, $10 super chat. Shout out to X21 Records, $10 €10 super chat. So that's even more than $10 US. So I really, you guys just doubled my entire net worth just in 2 super chats. So thank you very much for what you do here.
I believe that. So you're monetized now. You got monetized? That just happened?
Yes, I just got it approved Sunday, and I filled the thing out yesterday.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
Yep,
man. That's awesome.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Really cool. I got a message on Saturday night that I hit my watch hours. And that was really cool. Jada didn't even know what it meant. I was like jumping up and down, and she was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "I got my watch hour." She was like, "Your watch hour?" She didn't even know like what it was. It was pretty funny. Huh, Jada? No.
Oh, I heard a female in somewhere around here, and I didn't know who it was.
I don't know.
Kathy, and it's
J Chains is around here somewhere.
Maybe it was Turbo. It may have been the lady at the front desk. We like her a lot. She's really cool. Really nice.
Yeah, she's super cool. I got a super sticker from Ninja Fourth. That's quite the name. Thanks for the super sticker, man. I appreciate that. Hey Ben, I think for this channel, because you're one of my best friends and you love me so much, that we should do a one-time not today, but for just for the people who are in the room at the time that does a discount for high IQ. Like on a random day, we'll do a 15-minute flash discount on this channel for high IQ.
Yeah, we can do that for sure. We'll have to do a head hunch. He will comes in the chat sometimes. We can do it when he comes in the chat, he'll do it one day. So he is decently far away, hour wise, but Ellie is saying she's going to come out of the closet or something. I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. So let's look at something. Look at
100%. Yeah. So first of all, I wanted to show a couple stories here really fast. SEC commissioner emphasized the need for clarity in crypto regulation. Listen, I'm not going to read the story. I don't care about this story or Mark Ueda, but I do care about the person who wrote this story. His name is Suzuki Shilvalot. And I think that might be the best pen name I've ever seen. Suzuki, because like the dirt bike company, Suzuki, or like the manufacturer, and then Shilvalot. I'm going to follow him on Twitter.
It's a great name.
Yeah, I'm going to follow him on Twitter. I just followed him on Twitter right here on the show. Okay, so there we go. Very next thing I wanted to talk about is Chainlink. This indicator previously led to a 300% increase. Will history repeat? So basically, what it is saying here is there on the RSI on Chainlink. Wait, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it? Oh yeah, it's back here. 1 second. So in the past couple of years, so it's talking about a relative strength index, which is a momentum indicator that indicates oversold or overbought for an asset. So anything above the 50 line, is still bullish continuation. Anything below the 50 line is bearish continuation. Okay. So basically what it's saying here is that the RSI moving above the 50 crossed into overbought territory. The two previous time the Chainlink indicator gave the signal led to upward movements of 200 to 300 respectively. So if you look here on this chart back here, when Chainlink this is a daily chart, crosses, the 70 line on the RSI and approaches that really overheated level, it happened here, and it just happened now. And the past two times it happened, it led to a 300% increase. And this is the third time, since 2020 that this has flashed for Chainlink. So I guess the story kind of becomes, is this going to happen again? I'm going to pull the daily chart up for Chainlink for you right now. Excuse me. And share this tab instead. All right. So, I mean, look at this thing. This thing, I mean, kind of clean up. I have a lot of things going on this chart. Here, I'll even pull out Market Cipher just for now. Pull that down. All right. So, I mean, this is kind of a scary chart to trade at the moment. Here, let me even zoom out a little bit more and look at like a 3-day chart. So if you look at like this pattern that Chainlink was in, just kind of in this sideways range, it was just ranging. It's actually interesting that the visible range volume profile has the point of control in the middle of that price range, which is kind of scary. But if you see, for the most part, Chainlink traded in between these two white lines, which was about a 66%, gap, and has finally broken out above here. So to be honest, I looking for probably a retest of this line or a similar price? Yes. And it's also very interesting. If you look at this previous support resistance line over here, you see this little yellow line I just drew. If you pull this over this previous support resistance, that is basically exactly where Chainlink got rejected. It wicked over that, but the price is literally sitting at that line this moment in time. And so on the 2-hour chart, as you kind of zoom in here, it is kind of, a little scary to think that it doesn't look like a bounce to me. I feel like, especially considering Bitcoin got shut down below 35,000 and a lot of altcoins are falling, that there might be a short in order for Chainlink, even, if to the point of control on the visible range volume profile, or even, right, if you look at this right here, let me change the color of this line. This white line that I just drew, I'll make it bigger so you guys can see it. This white line I just drew, it was the ceiling. It was the ceiling. They broke through. It became the floor. So this level right here at $11.67 is, a pretty important support resistance line in the short-term price action, at least since the beginning of November.
Well,
if we were to,
real quick,
I'm just saying, if you shorted to that, that's an 8% win. If it goes down, if you short from here and it goes to test that, that's 8%.
Right. And as well as I do, that a lot of that's going to be dependent upon Bitcoin. If Bitcoin were to go above 35K, it would probably go upwards if it were to continue its descent down. And I'm looking at a lot of evidence. I'm not saying it's going to for sure, but a lot of evidence here that we are going to, probably go back down to 33 or 32 at least. We'll see where that goes. There's a lot of indicators that maybe this little run has temporarily stalled out and topped out, but I'm not 100% convinced of that. But if that's true, then there's a good chance that Chainlink is going to go to that level. And I'm watching it right now, and it could be a good trade. And you're on the 2-hour chart, you said?
I was looking at the 2-hour on Chainlink, yeah. But I was just kind of looking at Bitcoin here. I went to the 6-hour. Actually, let me look at the daily. Boom. If you look at the daily on Bitcoin, it is pretty terrifying at the moment. Just because, I had all this, it broke out of this triangle. It broke out. It never stopped. It never stopped. And then it's just skirt.
Yeah.
Skirt. And, kind of got this little bull flag up in here like that. And if it falls down, what is scary to me, this is a daily chart. Look at this low volume node, no volume, all the way into a little blip at 30,700 and a little blip right at 30,000 with the previous support resistance line, around 28, 29 down there. So, I feel like if
we
Bitcoin
don't want to go below 34.
Oops. No, we don't. We don't want to go below 32 from the previous support resistance back from 2021, 22 when we fell. And if you kind of, I drew a really good.
What I'm saying though is that if we go below 34, that's where the volume gets extremely dicey. And so I'm not looking at a support level. I'm just looking at the volume and saying, if we go below 34, we're pretty much effed for a couple weeks probably, and we're going to be heading back down. But that can create an interesting shorting opportunity for us here too.
Totally.
And I think that probably, I'm kind of feeling that. I think that may be the best thing to do right now. I may actually right now go ahead and take a short.
Okay. You want to pull your screen up, or are you just going to do it?
I have to pull up Femex first, even, so I don't even have that pulled up. So let me do that first, and then we'll do it.
Sure.
I would like to be trading on Bitget. I love Femex. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't want to trade on Femex. But Bitget is a big sponsor of mine as well, as Femex is.
Yep.
And so because of that, what is that? What is that saying
there? I like Bitget for trading, especially lately. I've been doing a majority of my trading on Bitget. The thing is with the reverse now button. Oh man, that thing can get you in trouble. Be careful with that.
Oh,
but it can be really useful. It can be. You can nail it. It's been. Excuse me. I've done it before. I've nailed a couple really crazy reversals with that button. But be careful with that. Be careful with that. So I'm just kind of zooming in on Bitcoin here. Especially where it wicked down here, it would be nice if we didn't lose this 34.5. Basically, we want to stay above 34.5, where we are putting in lower lows.
Yeah,
that would be bad news bears. That would be official lower low. Even if you look at the kind of more from November 2nd to November 6th, we totally put in a lower high right there. Let me change the color of that so it doesn't confuse you. And if we go below 34.5, lower high followed by a lower low. So that's just simple structure, but simple structure is so much of trading. Trading isn't rocket science, and this is kind of something I want to nail home here without even any charts. Is that trading is not rocket science. It's the combination, it's the confluence of a bunch of simple ideas. There's a lot of traders out there. I'm not going to say any names, but there are a lot of people that kind of like gatekeep this information. Like they have like this secret and they're not going to tell you this secret. But like, if you keep watching, like maybe I'll tell you some of it. Like it's kind of this tactic that they use, but they don't know shit. All right. Like trading is not rocket science. You can use like heavy statistics. You can use on-chain data. You can use a lot of like outside of the norm type indicators. But once you understand simple structure, simple patterns, and like a handful of indicators that are not that hard to learn or wrap your head around, once you kind of get in the habit of reading these over and over and knowing what it means, it's not rocket science. And I think a lot of people kind of get intimidated by, charting and RSIs and MACDs and visible range volume profiles. And when you say words like that and they never heard them before, they're just like, they kind of when you tell someone about a movie that they haven't seen, but they don't want to watch it. So they just like shut down. It's kind of like that. And this is kind of redundant to say for the experienced traders out in the audience right now. But of course I am aiming everything I just said at the new people coming in because, we want the new people that come into crypto to stay, not get burnt one time and run away forever.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Always going to be there for the beginners there.
Yeah. So surprising news here. I'm not going to be showing my screen. Surprising news. Apparently, I entered a 25x long on Ethereum at some point, and I have no idea when I did it. Apparently, $1,898. And I am down a gigantic amount right now, and it sucks. It's really freaking bad. I'm down 45% in my account. So, I didn't even know this was open. I went to my assets and saw I had $6,000 in there instead of $11,000, and was like, "What? Where's my money?" And then, of course, I go here and I found it and it's gone. So that was really stupid of me. And so I hope the fact that I just thought about opening a short means this was at the bottom. And I'm now wanting this to defy logic and go the other way. So it definitely sucks a lot.
Dude, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I didn't even know.
Does it say what time you opened it?
No, it doesn't say what time. It just says the amount, and if it was at 1898, that would have been. This is the. Let me look.
Okay, I see it. Oh, no, I got you. 1898,
probably.
I mean, it's only 1.7% away. It's only a 1.7% drop. So if it goes back up,
no, but on a 25x, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just saying that if you look at my chart right here, if it uses this previous wick, if it can bounce off this, if it doesn't go below, and it could turn around, it really could turn around right here. Yeah. It's possible. It might just continue to bleed downwards, but
I do want to be very clear about this. I want to be very clear. This was me attempting to open a trade. I did not get an indicator to go in from HiQ. And it seems like every time I do that, I lose, and I lose big. But it's really frustrating to watch the charts for 5 days straight trying to make a trade and not get one. This doesn't really
I know what that's like. That's like. That's the worst feeling in the world, especially when you. I'm looking at the 12-minute for Solana right now. I'm pulling the 2-hour for Solana. It's also kind of in one of these similar flag situations, maybe like actually kind of more like a symmetrical triangle, sort of symmetrical if you kind of go back.
We had a question here. Do I know how to use a stop loss? Yes, I almost always use a stop loss. I will tell you, I entered this trade absentmindedly without really paying attention, probably thinking, because I was working on my overlay at this time. So probably think I was going to enter the trade and kind of watch it. And then I got distracted with work and just completely forgot I did it. So I do run with stop losses 90% of the time. Sometimes I will go without one. That is a conscious decision sometimes. But most of the time, I enter a trade and then I'll add the stop loss based on what happens in the first 5 minutes of that trade. If I feel very comfortable with it, then I'll set it pretty low. If I don't feel comfortable and I feel it's very volatile, I set it tight. So
right. Yeah. I don't know. Like,
that is really annoying though. God.
That sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that, dude.
Yeah. Well,
that's trading, man.
look,
It's a sick game.
I haven't lost a trade yet. Ian is in the chat, told me to hold it. They want me to hold it.
Hold it.
So
yeah, that's rough, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. So we've now gone from the $4,000 losses. Now we're in the threes right now. So back to the fours. Never mind.
Back to the fours.
Back to the fours.
So I'm gonna take a break from the charts for a second. At the end of the show, if you want to do requests for charts for me to look out really fast, do some quick TA, I will do that. But right now, I want to look at a couple news stories before Ben gets ready for his live stream. All right, so this is the thumbnail for this video is like Michael Saylor talking about Bitcoin going to $5 million. So really fast, we're going to look at one of my favorite websites in the world called thecoinperspective.com. Okay, so basically what you do here is it will show you like if Ethereum had the market cap of Bitcoin, 1 ETH would be worth $5,600, like Bitcoin's current market cap. So it's fun to do a website to do moon math on, to kind of play around with. You know what I mean? So, and you can also enter a custom supply, say like you're doing TA on a analysis on a coin, and the supply is going to go up. You can put in that heightened supply to make price predictions and stuff like that. So with Bitcoin's, supply, it is 93% of the way there. So I'm not really completely worried about that, doing that 7%. But for the record, if Bitcoin went to $5 million, it would need a market cap of 97.7 trillion.
Well, Michael Saylor does believe, according to what he told me directly, that Bitcoin is the apex asset in the history of mankind. So, and that's what these maxis believe. They believe that Bitcoin is going to be the only money that people transact with in the future and the near future. And it's not true, but
yeah. Well, I see. My point here is that I think that, like maybe I might cut this into a short. But so Michael Saylor is basically saying that Bitcoin could go to $5 million. Not worried about the supply. It would require $97.7 trillion for Bitcoin to get to 5 million. All right, but let's say 1 million. Let's say 1 million. That would still require a $19.5 trillion market cap, which is a 28x from its current price point, which is like absolutely ridiculous. And I think that maybe $1 million Bitcoin mark could be possible way down the road. But like this next cycle, no way. What are your thoughts, Ben?
Which number specifically? The $1 million number, the 19.5.
The $1 million. Yeah, the $1 million Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's definitely going to get there. I believe 100%. I do not think it will get to $5 million. I believe it will get to $1 million and it will stop. I think the volatility of Bitcoin will pretty much end when it gets to $1 million, and there will be a concentrated effort to keep it stable on some level. And that's why if you missed out on Bitcoin, the best you're probably going to be able to do from here would be a 40x, I guess, right? Because that's about, well, not really, probably about a 35x from here. And then all your gains would stop. So if 35 times your money right now won't get you where you want to be, then you don't want to be in Bitcoin. But I think that Bitcoin is going to reach $1 million. I do think, I want to say this, as asinine as this sounds, I do believe that there is a chance we could see $1 million Bitcoin in the cycle. A chance. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's a very small percentage chance. But I don't think it's as small as most people would like to admit that it is. I think it probably is. I would go as high as to say I think it's about a 10% chance. I think is a very valid opportunity that this could happen. But if I also told you I've got 10 cards, and if you draw the Queen of Hearts, I'm going to kill you. You don't feel real good about a 10% chance, So it feels very strong in that case. What was the thing that happened with the Bored Apes, right? With the Ape Fest, where 1% of all of the ape holders that went to Ape Fest went blind. I don't know if you've heard this. Have you seen
what?
This?
No?
Yeah, it's true. There's like
What?
yeah, it is true. They didn't go blind permanently. Some people from 8Fest, from the lights, are still dealing. There's something with the lights that mess people's eyes up. And some of those people are still dealing with that right now. But most people have recovered, but there is maybe even a class action lawsuit potentially pending over all this. I'm just guessing based on what I know.
That's insane. So from the 8Fest that just went by.
I don't know which 8Fest it was. I think it was the most recent, though, I do believe.
Wow. So, that's insanity, dude.
Ellie says they used high-powered lasers.
Did not see that story.
Probably knows a lot about high-powered equipment. Yeah, I know that she probably knows high-powered lasers.
Jeez. So. Wow.
Yeah.
You guys. Really fast while you were talking about all that. Shout out to Canpai Pandas. I really have been looking at this NFT for a while, and the floor went from 0.82 to over 1 full ETH over the weekend. I'm going to buy one. The one I want is way too much ETH, and I'm waiting for like a cool one to be in like the 1.2, 1.4 area. Probably not going to spend any more than that on an NFT, considering I want to be focusing on trading right now. But I really do like this NFT collection. Ben, we played poker with their founder in a penthouse in the Bahamas. That was fun. Ice Bag, super cool guy. But I love this NFT collection. I was just giving them a shout out because their floor has gone back above 1 Ethereum, and that's really, really cool to see. One of those NFT companies that has a really good program in terms of they're really good at marketing. Like a lot of UFC fighters, like John Jones, stuff like that, wear their merch at press conferences. There's a lot of in real life events based around Canpai Pandas. So if you get a panda, you kind of earn points, and then you can use the points to go to UFC fights or go to concerts or go to football games. And it's a super, I feel like I'm a part of the community, even though I don't own a panda yet. But I am super bullish on Canpai Pandas, and I want one. I'm just kind of waiting for the right one. I kind of waited a little while.
I had one. Ice Bags gave me one, and I ended up using it to go to the party. And then I ended up basically, long and short of it, trading it for a different one. And then obviously, when everything happened and I was overthrown from my company by sick, twisted, evil people, I ended up having to sell it because I didn't have any money. So it sucked.
Right.
But I do like Canpai Pandas, and his commitment to that thing is very strong. And knowing him pretty well. I mean, not as a best friend or anything, but I know him pretty well.
He's a cool dude.
He's going to be very successful in this. He's been very successful in pretty much anything he's ever done in his life. So, Sappy Seals. Got to love the Sappy Seals. I do still have my Sappy Seal.
Nice. Me too.
I would never sell my Sappy Seal. I would never sell my seal.
Me either. I will never sell my seal, mainly because I have this awesome poster and I love the community. But when I first got my Sappy Seal, I didn't just get this one off the floor. I kind of reached up for it. And at the time, the floor was 0.3. Yes. So at the time when I got my Sappy Seal back weekend of Rare Evo in Denver, the seal floor was 0.033. And I actually got this one for like 0.43. And it's crazy that the floor has actually risen above where I got mine at. And mine's the top 10% in rarity too. So it's cool to see, like, basically since I became a member of the Seals, they have slowly kind of crept up, and it's cool to see like how many people are in the community. Wobb's a really cool founder. They just got a lot of. It's cool when a community like kind of gets all gets behind one thing, and I mean that's basically my favorite. That's the only reason I really like this episode is how awesome the community is.
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, Cassie got me in Sappy Seals. She's big over there. Loved it. We have some matching seals. Kind of, they're similar seals.
You guys.
I know.
Oh, look at 5.5 for a mutant. They've gone up.
God, these things.
Remember when the mutant? I know the mutant floor was at 4 Ethereum a couple months ago, and I wanted to buy one so bad, but Jada would have probably murdered me at the time. And I wish I did, because like it's already at 5.5, 5.4. If I was going to get one of these ones towards the bottom of the floor here, I know, I guess I like the spike jacket, Judas Freestyle. That guy's pretty trippy. You don't have it mutant anymore, do you?
No, I actually don't have anything but my Zappy Steel. I think I've got a couple obscure NFTs, of course,
Gotcha.
but I don't have any. I had to sell my.
Damn.
Part of the reason why I really enjoyed selling my Bored Ape was because the idiot troglodyte Justin Williams bought me a $10,000 statue that's now completely worthless. And I really enjoyed that. I love that. And also, I think we paid, about $2,500 to $4,000 for a painting of it by Jessica Wildchild, who's awesome. Love her.
I remember that. That was cool.
Yeah, but now that also is complete trash and worthless. And that's one of my favorite things about this that I did. Because
what happened to that painting?
It's still there. I don't have it. They kept everything. They
wow.
still have my 1 million subscriber plaque for a channel that no longer even exists. But they're keeping it because TJ is a sick, desperate man, and he wants to hold on to as much as he can hold on to before he goes to prison. And he knows that he's going to prison for 100%. He knows that as soon as I get in the books, it's over. That's why yesterday when we were at that hearing and they were granted a continuance, Carlos and TJ were giving thumbs up to each other because they're enjoying their last days of freedom. And because what their lawyers are telling them, I'm sure, is you need to settle this before there are criminal charges over the Lamborghini. And I'm here to tell both of them that will not happen under any circumstances. You can delay this for 6 months. You can give me the Lamborghini back. I'm still coming after you for 100% for what you did to me. So there you go. All right, guys, I got to run. Yep.
Totally. Appreciate you, brother.
I got to run. And I will.
What are we going to argue about today?
I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go check out the show and see what we're going to argue about. But I won't be on. Obviously, I'm going to be on this show with you on Mondays when we're here on Mondays. We weren't here yesterday, but Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So everybody on this channel, I'll see you guys on Thursday. And AJ, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro. Later, man. Peace. Well, that was fun. Always good to get some insight from Ben. Like to talk about, some crypto, some trades, some drama, some NFTs, some Michael Staylor. You know how it is, everybody. But thank you for all, basically 400 of you in here right now. Really appreciate it. We got about 12 minutes left on the show. I like to sign off at 11:30 because Ben starts his show at 11:30 and I don't want to step on his toes. So generally a hard cut at 11:30. But if you haven't smashed the like button yet, make sure you smash that like button. I really appreciate that. I mean, I think, let me check the count on it right now. We're already at 272 likes. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. It'd be really awesome to see it get to 300 before the show ends. I'd really appreciate that. But, it's all good. It's all good. I already got a lot of support, and it's you guys are awesome. I couldn't be more grateful for this. So also got a lot going on this week as well. I'm going to be filming Crypto Chronicles Part 2. That will probably come out Friday. I want to say I got a couple other videos in the works too, couple price predictions, couple things like that. Just the weeks go by so fast, and like I make all my own thumbnails, I write all my own scripts, I film all my own scripts, I edit my own videos. Like just to do one 9-minute video, it takes time. It takes time. So I'm definitely like, as I kind of continue to grow, land more sponsors, things like that, I will be able to hire editors, hire artists, things like that, and I will 100% build out from there. But it's a one day at a time thing, and it's a part of the deal. And I enjoy doing it all on my own because I can kind of figure out my style. And then once I have like my own style, then I can move forward from there. Kevin B, do you have an updated prediction for Algo? I do stand by the prediction that I made a few months back. What I'm going to do once I get an editor and things like that, I will be able to crank out videos a little bit faster. And I'm going to go back through all of the price predictions I did before, and I'm going to redo them and update, my opinion based off of what's happened, if the tokenomics have increased or not, if there's news updates, there's new partnerships, sponsors, things like that. So I am going to go back, and a lot of the predictions might be pretty close to the same. I stand by everything I said as of right now, but I also haven't dove back into a lot of those projects basically since I did the prediction. So I am going to go back through and redo every price prediction. I just don't know how long that's going to take, considering it takes me a while to put out videos, which is why the morning live stream is so important to me. Basically, because this is like my chance every day to go on YouTube and make a video, because there's no way, based off doing this show, doing Crossfire, and everything else I do, it would be near impossible for me to do a pre-recorded video every day unless I just whipped up my phone, did a screen record, did not edit it at all, and send it. If I did that, I could do it. But I really like editing videos. I like my takes to be perfect. I like the lighting to be good. I like to really put some effort into it. If you watch my Algorand video yesterday, you'll realize how much effort I like to put into my videos. And, that goes a long way in the viewer experience. And I have my own style, kind of like ADD hard cut kind of style, but it kind of keeps people engaged. My retention numbers, let me really look at this. Let me really look at this. What do I have on YouTube? I have I'm already at 5.4 thousand. Damn. I had just hit 5,000 yesterday. But anyway, so I only have not even 5,500 subscribers on YouTube. But my retention numbers, like the amount of people that watch most of the video, is pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. And I think it's a lot of the way I do deliver, and it's the way I edit. I think my edits really, really help my delivery. They kind of coincide with each other. But that's just a little method of the madness there. Shout out to Crypto Thorn. Appreciate you. He's been a supporter for quite a long time. And Brian, I agree with you for sure. Jen said, "Oh, dang, how was I not subscribed yet?" What the hell, Jen? What are you doing? Well, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. All right, so I'm going to talk about a couple stories. I want to do a couple chart shout outs. Let me know down below, everybody in the chat. If you want to see a chart, let me know right now. I'm going to write the first few I see down, and I'm going to do those charts. I'm waiting. I'll wait for you. In the meantime, I want to KAS. KAS. There's one. Dot and ICP. Cardano. I did Solana already, Darren. And Kelly, I got Casper already. And Render. All right. There we go. We got 5 charts. I'll bang through them really fast. Also, I didn't have a chance to actually read the Michael Saylor article. I just wanted to say that his 3 catalysts that will take Bitcoin to 5 million. He said Bitcoin is going to grind up to replace gold. It will go to $500,000 a coin regardless. But there are 3 things that are massive catalysts to cost and acceleration. Those things don't take us to 500,000. They take us to 5 million a coin. A spot ETF where someone can go ahead and buy 100 million in Bitcoin. Wait, excuse me, let me read that. Let me reread that. A spot ETF where someone can go ahead and buy 100 million in Bitcoin, buy an ETF security. I think that's one. 2, your bank will custody for you and lend against it. And 3, it can mark up. I can mark it up, mark it down in my balance sheet based off fair value. Okay, I understand. His word, like sometimes when you read what people say out loud, it doesn't read like a normal sentence, and I'm like, wait, what does that say? So, but yeah, so those are Michael Saylor's 3 catalysts that will take Bitcoin to 5 million. Very interesting. So I'm going to quickly go over these chart requests. Share this tab instead. Not this one, wrong one. I just lost my really fast present. Share screen. Bitcoin. Boom. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, so first one we got KASPA. KAS. I am going to go through these fairly fast because I got a hard cut at 11:30, and I will always end the show with a few shout out charts for you guys. I already have the 5. You guys don't have to keep putting things in the chat with the coins. We are going KASPA, DOT, ICP, Cardano, and Render. So KASPA first. I don't want to look at the 2 minute, but hey, on the 2 minute, looks like that might be a short. That might be a short. 0.5% to there, a full percent to there. It might be a short, just saying. All right, 2 hour chart. Oh yeah, that totally could be a short. This thing has completely ripped up in the past couple days. We talked about this one a lot last week. We did TA on this chart. And in this line right here, you see this yellow line that I drew? I'll make it bigger so you can see it. This was a support resistance line, that yellow line right there. And if you drew that line, followed along, set an alarm on it, you were in that trade. See how it got rejected, broke above. Just from the breakout of this, we're up 30% in 4 days. This is why setting alarms, such a big deal. Such a big deal. Set alarms. Don't hesitate. Do the damn thing. All right. 12-minute chart on Caspa. And yeah, this does starting to look like a scalp short. We got a high, we got a lower high, curving over again, another lower high. And what's going to break here is this level here. If it can get below that, it'll start fighting for previous support resistance lines. Because if you notice, it fought a lot inside of this range here. You see that? You see how it went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's probably either going to come off and bounce, or it's going to come off and fall back into that range. But midterm, definitely looking for a scalp short at the moment on Caspa. All right, here we go into DOT. I'm not a big fan of Polkadot. A lot of you know why. Don't need to explain myself. Big shout out to Jen. He is a great hopium dealer for sure. Thanks for being here. Guaranteed Mechanics, appreciate you. Thank you, Henry. I am excited about being monetized. Thank God. Hey, I can make money on YouTube now. That's insane. I never would have been able to do that before. Desert Crypto, been driving, just got a chance to throw you a super chat. Keep killing it, bro. You're doing awesome. I really appreciate you. Desert Crypto has been a supporter from the very beginning. All right, so Dot, see, there's a lot of the narrative here. A lot of the narrative. So a lot of coins have, didn't mean to draw it. A lot of coins have popped up in the past little while, and now they're all kind of coming down to retest to find some levels. If you look at the 2-hour chart on DOT yourself, you realize that this is a previous support resistance level. It got rejected and fought above it, and it's on that level now. Set an alarm at that level. Long if it breaks above, short if it goes below. There you go. ICP, got to keep these moving here. Kind of running out of time. ICP 2-hour chart, another very similar situation to Polkadot. It came up. It got rejected from this level, and it might. And if you look at this, if you look at this range, if you look at the previous high, rejected, right back in it. So if another really similar situation is that if it was inside this range, it breaks out. It's either set an alarm on this level. If it pops over here, go long. If it falls back into this range, go short, and it will be, probably a 6% trade back down to 385. But ICP doesn't have a lot of volume on leverage trading, so be careful with that. Cardano, another similar story. I'm so glad I bought a big bag of Cardano before it pumped, 30% from 28 to 37 cents in the past couple of days, sitting at 34 cents now. And, this thing is another coin that could just be coming back down, especially if we kind of zoom out, look at a 6-hour chart. Boom. If you look at the 6-hour chart, it's much more clear what we should be doing with Cardano right now. It's also very interesting if I got some previous notes back here from videos I made before. If you look at previous support resistance line, let me turn off high IQ for a second. If you look at this previous support resistance line, boom, it is actually above that right now, but it got rejected from the same exact level. Look at that. Rejected from the same exact spot from back in July. So, now we're kind of looking at a retest of this next support resistance line from previous price action, which is a 3% fall down. So I kind of think that, probably short, not looking bad for Cardano. Let me zoom in on like the 12-minute just to make sure it's not hooking around. Yeah, it is kind of has a little floor right here. Right now, touch and go with Cardano. Touch and go with Cardano for sure. I would pull up like a 2-minute chart and just watch it for like an hour to see what's it going to do, because there's no sense in really shorting right now. You kind of miss that initial move. 10% in the last day. You're kind of going to want to wait to see if it's going to try to hook around or if it's going to continue to fall. But a lot of the move has been missed. So when that happens, I kind of wait and see, and we'll leave the chart up and watch it for a while and be patient. Now is the time to be patient with Cardano. Okay, Render. Final chart of the day. Very similar story to all the other ones. Remember talking about the Gone fan. It broke back out into the Gone fan. Look at this. It came back to the Gone fan level, popped right back off, popped 15% just off that idea. If you followed that, you made a 15% trade. Congratulations. But now it's kind of coming back down. But I will bet my bottom dollar that this level right here, this Gone fan level, that it is going to retest it and continue up. And if it doesn't do that, say it falls back underneath, I mean, it has a long way to fall. I am going to bet you that it is going to bounce off the Gone fan level. If it misses the Gone fan level, the support resistance line here at 220 is super important. If it misses that level, kind of look for a fall back to the $2 level. But I think it's going to bounce off the Gone fan. And then XRP really fast. I know everybody loves XRP. Another very similar story to Cardano. It popped up. And look at this little channel I had, my support resistance line. If you set that alarm on that line that I drew last week, you got in that trade. You went long. You could have made 19%. If you're still in it, you made 10%. Congratulations. And, it's kind of sitting at this previous price level. Boom. Yep. See previous price action here is gone below that. Wouldn't be surprised to see it fall back down to 61 cents, about an 8% drop. Watch Bitcoin. The truth with all this altcoin price action is going to determine Bitcoin's going to determine what happens here. So keep a close eye on Bitcoin. Make sure you draw your levels. Don't be scared to take a chance on yourself, especially if you do your homework. My name is AJ Writes Crypto. I really very grateful for each and every one of you. Still have over 300 people in the house right now. That means the world to me. I'm going to sign off here since Ben just started his live stream about a minute ago. Make sure you smash that like button on the way out the door. Let's do a quick like check. Going to hit a quick refresh. 347, 3 more likes to 350. I'd really appreciate that. Make sure you smash the like button on your way out the door. My name is AJ Writes Crypto. I'm going to get to work. I'm going to write a script. I'm going to film another video. I'm going to make some more content for you guys because that's my entire job now, is to make content. And that's it. And I couldn't be more grateful for that. And I'm able to do what I do today because of you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Have a great day. Later.